Well, I mean, hopefully, because I probably use more four-letter words in any given day than most people walking the earth, and it's actually hard to go 3 to 6 hours on TV or WWE Network and not get caught swearing. But I think everybody's pretty excited. There's obviously some well-publicized changes within the company, and honestly, I don't know much more than anyone that reads the internet knows. I kind of get the news about the same time as everybody else does. There's a shocker for you. Everyone thinks I'm in on the. I like people get mad about storylines and send me mean tweets, and I go like, "Oh, I didn't write it, man. I just found out and saw it when you did." But there's definitely a little bit of an internal buzz, and obviously there are external sources that everybody's talking about, and it's kind of, it's in a weird way, it's kind of reinvigorated definitely the locker room. And hopefully that's, the starting of something cool that's going to permeate throughout the entire company. But I know the boys and girls that bust their ass every night all around the world, that they're fired up now. And it's exciting to see. And it's obviously a small change, and it's going to take time, and it's going to take a lot of effort. But hopefully, yes. In the short answer, yes, I think it is the change of something. I don't have any sort of cool scoops to give you or any ideas as to what those changes will be, but I know that we've got the biggest collection of talent that we've ever had, and some of the most incredible workers you'll ever see, and it's just a matter of shifting a few things around and kind of getting everybody back on the same page. And I know it sounds like I'm giving you the PC answer, but it's not for lack of wanting on any part. It's just, I think in a weird way, the company's gotten so big and we create so much content. It's easy for what you would think would be major issues to be lost as details. And it can't really fully be explained until you've seen this place from within. But the goal is still the same. Nobody ever gets complacent. Nobody ever goes, oh, we're not going to try anymore. Or, this doesn't really matter. It's never been the case. But I think now that there's sort of a microscope on us with all the changes in the business as a whole, that it's kind of reinvigorated everybody, and that everybody's being a lot more receptive to different ideas and suggestions. And again, it's not going to change overnight, but I think, I've been around this business for more than half my life, and there's definitely a buzz. I can't put my finger on it. I can't tell you exactly what it is, but there's the atmosphere is different right now, and I'm hoping and keeping my fingers crossed that it's for the positive, for the good of not only the company, but for the business as a whole and the fans everywhere.
It is funny when you think about it, because you're like, okay, AEW comes along and they're kind of dominating, and then all of a sudden they announce Heyman and Bischoff, and all of a sudden AEW's put on the back burner, and WWE is lifted again, and they're getting kind of winning the week, so to speak, and they're the excitement. So I think that's pretty cool. But you mentioned that you're not clued in on anything. So as an announcer and as the color commentator, they don't give you any information. You literally are almost watching it. Obviously you prepare and stuff, but you're just almost watching it, taking it in, and reacting to it.
Yeah, and a lot of that is as much my preference as it is. It's not really an ordinance. It's nothing that they told me I can't know things. I feel like it's more enjoyable for me, and my ability to convey the emotion is better when I can be surprised or be unsure or not know what a finish is. I know some people like to know every punch that's going to be thrown, every aspect of every match. I don't like that. It's just my personal preference, because I somehow, after all these years, managed to still be a fan to an extent. And I feel like that's part of it's definitely lended itself to me being successful as a commentator. Is kind of, obviously I look at it with my own slant and my heavy dripping sarcasm, but I don't like to know. There's nothing more exciting to me to this day, after even being with WWE for however long I've been here, than being surprised. And I think all of us ultimately are fans. As jaded or pissed off as people can get, we still put up with everything, good, bad, and indifferent, because we're fans and we want the good stuff. And in the event that something happens and something's shocking, there's still no better visceral feeling than going, holy shit, I didn't know that was going to happen. You know what I mean? And I genuinely, I love that. And I think everybody feels that way. Even the talent sometimes. When you walk in the locker room after a show, after something crazy happens, and everyone's going, what, I didn't know. I didn't hear that. I haven't heard anything about that. And, the rumor mill starts churning. But it's fun. It's one of those things, like, you you know how the movie is made, but when they can still get you and surprise you, it still reminds you why you like to go to the movies.